Hey YouTube, it's your girl Coco. I am finally back and we get ready to kick off Glam Week. Me and my girl LuuLuu are giving y'all 7 straight days of eye looks because we know how much y'all love our eye looks. We're starting this week off with the Pat McGrath holiday release. This is her Celestial Odyssey palette. This is her Mega Mothership for holiday 2021. This is how she looks on the inside. And if you'd like to see how I got this look using this palette, just keep watching. Okay, so for our first installment of Glam Week, we gotta play with this Pat McGrath palette. This is her brand new Mega Mothership palette for this year's holiday season. I've had this in my collection for a little while. I've been half-stepping, if you will, and I haven't really used it yet, but I've looked at it and I was blessed enough to receive one without broken eyeshadow. So I'm not really sure exactly which colors I'm going to work with today, but of course I'm going to start with this deepest dark brown shade. I'm going to go in with a small brush and let's start working on this outer corner. Ooh, I haven't swatched this palette or done anything with it, so wow, that's so much more pigmented than I was ready for. And there's not primer on my eyes. You guys know I really don't use primer. I've just got on my sunscreen and my argan oil and some did I say eye cream? You know what I mean. Everything's on there that I always have on there. SPF, argan oil, and my eye creams. Okay, so that's just like the basis of my look, the bones, if you will, of how I start practically every eye look. Now, if I was going to do a halo eye, I think I probably would go ahead and add some of this deepest color to my inner corner, but I don't think that's what I'm doing today. I'm just kind of spreading that out a little bit with this rougher brush. This is a number 12. Okay. No problems. I mean, I don't expect any problems. This is Mother Pat's holiday palette. There better not be any problems with this. There really better not. Okay, so that's on. And I'm just going to take a fluffier brush and I'm going to blend those edges just a little bit with nothing, just a clean brush. This is number 27. We're sticking with rougher right now. I'm loving my rougher brushes right now, you guys. They're so good. They're so good. The shapes are functional for the way that I do my makeup. I'm just softening that edge right there underneath my brow bone. Try not to take it up too high. If I need to bring it up later, I can, but I want to keep it where I want it for right now, just so that I have control to either keep it there or bring it up and out more. So it's just a softening of the first edges that I just made, putting that dark shade down. All right. Now, I'm going to use the same brush, I believe, and I'm going to go in with this rosy brown shade right here. I just noticed this, but there's no names. Oh, they're on the back? Y'all, I don't have time to be trying to flip this over and switch it around and figure out which is which. The mid-tone brown is what I'm using. And I'm just going to put it right beside that first dark brown shade I laid down. And it's going on practically just as deep as the other one. You can see there's a slight variation there. Part of it might be because I use the same brush, but that's okay. If you have colors that are like just a step or two above each other, then, you know, you don't have to worry so much about harsh lines and stuff between shades. So I'm putting basically 3 shades through my crease. I've got the deepest brown, and then I had that mid-tone brown, and I'm going to go in with the pink, I think. There's a pink matte in here. It kind of reminds me of her iconic Divine Rose shade. Right here. This one. Oops. Okay. And I'm going to put that on a fluffy brush. This is the one I've been using that was clean when I started out. And I'm just going to put that like closest to the inner corner and bring it up and over the rest. Hopefully it doesn't get too high on me. Let's see. Oh my gosh, the blending has been effortless. Look at that. It's on, it's blended, it looks diffused. Come through, Mother Pat. Thank you very much. I still love her eyeshadows. Oh my goodness, I love them. But you know, Natasha Denona might be gaining on Mother Pat. And if I really think back, I feel like possibly Natasha was my first luxury eyeshadow brand purchase from Beautylish. And then it was later, maybe within the same year, that I bought my first Mothership palette. I think. I wish I would have dated my palettes, you know, as they come in. Like, I'm not going to do it now because it's a ridiculous time to start, considering how my collection looks at this point. But I kind of wish I had started doing that when I first started really buying eyeshadow palettes. Because I didn't always have palettes. I don't really think there were always a whole bunch of palettes like now. There was the Naked palette, which was like my first, what I actually thought at the time was a high-end eyeshadow brand. But, you know, now that I know they're basically a mid-range. So the Naked palette was my first palette, just like everybody's first palette probably, or close to it, that or Lorac Pro. And that wasn't too far behind that. And then ABH first started coming out with palettes. I want to say their first palette was a collaboration with Amrezy. I think. I still have that palette too. Well, I have a new one. Because I had bought it and then I had got it back up later on. I knew I was that backup chick like pretty quick into this collection situation. That went on beautiful. I'm done with the crease. It's done. It looks good. It doesn't really need blended. Well, wait a minute. Let me fix this spot right here. See this? That needs a little bit more love. So let me just gently take it across. I want to get my hand further down to the end so that I'm not doing too much to it. I just need to bring that over a little more. There we go. This side too. I'm going to bring that over just a little bit more. Beautiful. Okay, I've got my beautiful winged out shape. It's a nice warm, slightly rosy brown crease. And I have to go in with the green. I was sure nobody's surprised, right? Y'all was like, okay, Coco's going to use the green or the blue. Yes, yes I am. This one. She doesn't have a lot of greens. So yeah, I was dying to get into this. Look at that. It's a really, really pretty metallic chartreuse color. Oh, okay. That is very, very pretty. Oh, yeah. It's all nice and wet looking. I love it. Okay. Let's put some on the other eye. I considered doing two different eye looks, but I don't know. I think I only did that once. I don't know that I'm going to do that again. I really didn't think it was that cute on me. You know, I didn't really enjoy it that much, so. Okay, my main lid shade is down. Oh, yes. This is $47 right now on Pat McGrath's website, which is such a good deal. So good. It's like 40% off on all of her holiday stuff right now. Okay. I was just taking a little bit of what was left and putting it, because I still have some on my finger. I was putting what was left, just, you know, rubbing it in, rubbing it on, smoothing it over. This one looks a little bit like I need to bring it up a little more, so let's do that. And I'm not putting more product on my finger. I started to say the brush, guys. Anyway, there we go. I got that on my finger and moved up into the crease a little bit more. All right. Now, I have to pick an inner corner shade, and I'm not really sure which one I want. I'm going to swatch a couple of them. I'm going to go with this. This is probably the one I want. That's what that looks like. That might be a little darker than I want for my inner corner, though. And then, of course, we're going to look at this one. It's a nice champagne shade. That's how that one looks. All right, I'm going to swatch them on my hand, though, just to see what I really think. Oh, okay, Pat. That's a tough decision. Okay, I'm going to put both of them on. Okay, I'm going to take a small brush, if I can find one, and I'm going to I'm going to put the darker one closer to the green, and then I'll put the lightest one like right on the tear duct. This is a reference number 13. Got a little on my brush, and let's put it here. So I'm just like tapping it on and then sweeping it up and over the top portion of the green, but not all the way over, just a little bit. That comes across a lot warmer on my eyelid than I was expecting, but it's beautiful. Nobody does gold eyeshadow like Mother Pat. Well, no, Natasha Denona does some good gold too. See, she's really gaining on Mother Pat right now. Okay, I'm just kind of melting them together a little bit right here where they meet. All right, now it's time for the pinky and the very bright color, whatever it might be called. Put it right here. Nothing like a bright tear duct. Nothing. Very, very nice. I was worried I might have to bring in something else from a different palette too, or a different single of some sort. But no, that's just beautiful. I love it so much. All right, I am going to go finish the rest of my face, put my lashes on and everything, and I'll be back to show you guys the final look. Hey you guys, I'm back and I've completed my look. I could not be happier with the way this turned out. And who thought? I really didn't even necessarily want to put my makeup on when we started, but a full face of makeup just does something to you, makes you feel good. So let's get into what I used today, all right? You guys saw me start out this video with this Pat McGrath holiday palette. It is called Celestial Odyssey. Whatever that means, I agree, that's exactly what it is. It is so good. I love this thing. I used the green, I used this deepest brown, I used this mauve matte pink, I used this champagne shade. What else did I use? Oh, I used this bronzy one. Oh man, this palette is so good. I got everything I wanted and needed and more from this right here today. So good. And so let me just run through really quickly the other things I used. I put these lashes on. These are my LuuLuu Splendor Lashes. These lashes have quickly become a favorite for me. I'm so happy I can grab them from Ulta. They're always on sale over there, or I can get them with a coupon or whatever. They give me that sexy cat eye effect that you might need to use, say, a wing liner for. I don't have to do a wing because I don't be feeling like doing a wing. This gets me right. Okay, then for my concealer, I used Milani Conceal and Perfect in shade 135. It's called Medium Beige. I've been using this every time I do my makeup lately, and I love it. Love, love, love. What else did I use? Oh, yes. I set my under eyes with Pat McGrath Labs Under Eye Setting Powder in Light. Open this up. There it is. It's well loved, y'all. This is well loved. Then to set my skincare down and to do a little bronzing, I used one product. This is from Marc Jacobs. It's his Tantastic Bronzer, shade number 104. And I love the way I was able to like do both with this today. I wasn't sure it was going to work, but it did. It worked beautifully, actually. Then for my blush, come on, it's Pat McGrath. We're doing a Pat McGrath palette. I'm using Pat McGrath Blush. This is in the shade Divine Rose, and this is a matte mauve blush. It's like sort of almost a nude blush on me. Stunning. And then, of course, I had to pull out something from her holiday collection. Something else from her holiday collection. Look at this beautiful baby. This is her Lunar Nude Skin Fetish Sublime Skin Highlight. Look how beautiful that is. Look at it just beaming off of my cheekbones. This is everything. I love this. Okay. To finish off my look, my lips are again Pat McGrath Labs. This is in the shade Elson. And I forgot I had this shade, but I'm glad I looked through my collection and pulled this out because this is a beautiful bright red for the holidays. I'm feeling it. Feeling it. Yes, I am. Okay. So I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go take some pictures. And I hope that you guys hang out with me and LuuLuu all week long because we've got 6 more looks to share with you for Glam Week. Bye.